The Rwanda deportation scheme was declared dead on arrival by critics, who argued it never functioned as an effective deterrent. Record numbers of migrants continued crossing the English Channel during the first 6 months of implementation, suggesting the policy had failed to achieve its primary objective. Migration experts noted that criminal gangs quickly calculated the minimal risk of actual deportation, with chances of being sent to Rwanda falling below 1%. This mathematical reality transformed what was intended as a deterrent into an inadvertent incentive. Migrants understood they were far more likely to remain in the UK for extended periods in government-funded accommodation rather than face removal. The policy produced consequences directly opposite to its stated goals, undermining public confidence in border control measures. Douglas Murray has emerged as a prominent critic of Keir Starmer's immigration approach, arguing that dismissing the Rwanda scheme as a gimmick reveals deeper leadership inadequacies. Murray contends that Starmer's reluctance to embrace firm deterrent policies stems from ideological opposition rather than practical concerns about effectiveness or legality. Without offering credible alternatives to controversial deportation schemes, Starmer risks appearing weak on immigration at a time when public anxiety remains high. Murray suggests this hesitation reflects a broader disconnect between Westminster elites and ordinary citizens who view immigration control as fundamental to national sovereignty and security. The criticism extends beyond policy disagreements to questions of political courage. Murray challenges whether Starmer possesses the strength to confront difficult issues, particularly regarding Islamic extremism and anti-Semitism within certain communities. He argues that while Starmer would readily condemn far-right extremism, his response to extremism from other sources remains notably more cautious. If you found this analysis revealing, consider subscribing for more political commentary that cuts through Westminster spin. Recent government figures reveal nearly 800,000 migrants are set to receive permanent UK residency, creating fiscal implications that have alarmed Treasury officials. This population influx, larger than major cities like Leeds or Manchester, could cost taxpayers an estimated £234 billion, according to Conservative Party calculations. Opposition MPs have demanded urgent reforms, proposing to extend residency qualification periods from 5 to 10 years. They argue the current system grants premature access to public services, social housing, and welfare benefits, creating unsustainable financial pressures on local communities. Labour counters by highlighting that net migration reached record levels under Conservative governance, with nearly 1 million people arriving annually during their tenure. However, critics note that Labour has yet to propose concrete solutions beyond promising a future immigration policy white paper. This bureaucratic response has intensified public skepticism about whether any major party genuinely intends to address immigration concerns. The lack of immediate action suggests political leaders prioritize managing optics over implementing substantive changes. Starmer's leadership faces additional challenges from within his own party. Internal divisions between Corbyn loyalists and centrist factions have created visible tensions that threaten Labour unity. Reports of systematic purges targeting dissenting candidates have sparked concerns about democratic processes within the party structure. The ideological struggle reflects broader questions about Labour's future direction. Starmer's centrist positioning may appeal to swing voters, but risks alienating traditional supporters who view this shift as abandoning core socialist principles. These internal conflicts compound Starmer's external political challenges, creating a dual crisis of authority that could undermine his effectiveness as opposition leader. Unless he successfully reconciles competing party factions while articulating compelling policy alternatives, Starmer may struggle to present Labour as a credible governing option. The immigration debate continues intensifying as both major parties face pressure to move beyond rhetoric toward concrete action that addresses genuine public concerns about border security and community integration.